SY27 SWRs right now. We're going to be looking at it. We got it hooked up now. We don't have the rotor hookup yet till tomorrow, until we get it all lined up. I had to did that today. We got the coax in the house right now. So that's the coax. It hooks right into it. It's already in that adapter right there. You guys see right there, you know. I had to put it through trees today. I'll show you guys what I had to did. So let's take a look at the results right now. See if I can tune this down. There we go. We're going to check the SWRs. I'm going to give you the SWR, and I'm going to look at the macov5000. I nicked it today when I did the drill today, when I had to put this thing in there. Let me turn the stupid light out so it does not glare our eyes. There we go. Now we can see the SWRs on camera. That's what I want to see for the Sirio SY27. Okay, that's the 4-element beam. So I'm going to show you all the channels. You guys know what this is. We go far down, but I ain't going to go that far. But the tuner can do all that. I'm going to show you right now. 805 is looking pretty promising. That's 720. That's where it starts dropping at 26,720. That's 805, 1.36. It's looking good. Okay. That's pretty close to channel 1. See, 1.16 almost channel 1 and channel 2. So that's almost channel 1. Channel 1's right about here, somewhere here. 1.2, 1.19. That's the SWR is doing. I calculate this meter today. That's 27. This is close to channel 6. 1.15 is looking good. This is the same tuner as tuner a few months ago. I haven't touched it at all. It's on the tuner right now. That's channel 27.040. 60. So it's looking good. That is 27,800. Yeah, 80. 080, that's it. That's channel 100. That's almost to channel. That's close to channel 11. That's really close to channel. On channel 11 and channel 12 looking good. One of my favorite channels in the world. 1.15 looking good. That's the yeah. This is probably almost close to channel 1. You guys see that channel? 1.20. Looking good. This is close to channel 19, 1.18. This is channel 20, 22 I think it is. I don't know. That's actually 24. I don't know. 26 there. 265, that's actually channel 26. Looking good at 1.22. This is actually channel 28. You guys can see that. It's channel 28 looking good at that rate. Channel 30. This is channel 32. Channel 34. And all 1.2s on channel 34, 36 is our area we like. Channel 36 is looking good. Channel 38 lower sideband. It's looking good at 1.27. The SWR is pretty perfect. I'm not going to mess with the channel. That's channel 40 right there. 1.27 channel 40. That's good results. Channel 42. And I want to get as far as Jamaican channels and the triple nickels. It will get better each time when the SWR gets better. But the beams park on the same thing. We just raised up yesterday. I haven't touched anything yet. I haven't hooked up the rotor yet. So I'll have to do that tomorrow to get it lined up the north position. I have to put the memory in that to keep it on the center bounce. What I do, get it close to it. When I do that, then we recalibrate for north position tomorrow when we do that. But I did the coax to get it in the house today. That took a while, and I had the electric grease the bolts I put on the antenna mount down below. I had to do all that and duct tape it. Did not spray paint. That spray paint on the last result. Then I had to coaxial the RG213 with the RG258. And when I drilled, I had to redid some re-drill on that little wind thing out there to get the coax here. I actually nicked my coax a little bit on. I did not got inside the hin. It was actually a scrape of it outside of it, and you can see the copper on the RG58. I'll probably replace that coax later. I'm going to check the SWR. I think it didn't affect it. Lucky they snapped it off when I was drilling. So we'll check that later in about 20 minutes. So this is actually, looking on channel 46. This is the beam antenna. And this is channel 50, the one almost near the closest Jamaican channels. I think the amp will be okay on this channel. 52, 54. Probably when I point away from that area, it'll change just to SWRs. It's okay. This is almost to the triple nickel. It's 1.3, but you can still run a 200 watt on those results, right? On 1.33, it's okay. Looking good. That's channel 62. That's when it starts jacking up. We can go all the way to 78. That's 700. And the highest you can get up to 1.5 is around 820. So around 820, 900 will be that high. So we don't have to go past 900. We just don't go past 900, we're okay. Anything below 900 on 27-900, when we go below that, we're okay. So we don't go past 900. Yeah, just don't go past 900 on 27-900, we're okay. And we're pretty perfect, 1.57. We just want to stay below 820 right here. If we don't go past 820, we're okay. And everything gets down a little bit better each time. I think these are good results, guys. Let me know about the Sirio antenna. The 4-element beam is working. We're on all the good free band channels we want. The ones I stay up in those areas. And we're looking good. So this is the results for that. So I'll stop here for a minute. That's the SWR results for the beam antenna. We just had to do a quick update on that. And you guys saw that on camera today. And we're looking good. That's actually channel 26-800. So that's good for the 800s. That's good. So let me get you back up to the channel we love to have. Looking good on channel 32. You guys can see that. This is the Sirio antenna. Looking beautiful in all the channels that we want. You guys saw it a while ago on the results. And that's what we're doing. But I had to check the SWR, so it looks pretty quite different from a few months ago, but it's 22 feet off the ground. It is much different what it is. See, it gets better at just the triple nickel. I'm going to stay down these channels to 2052 and 2050. Maybe during the day these will lower down, but it's in the 1.207s at channel 40. This is the area I'm going to stay in here, and it'll be okay. These are the areas I stay in, the Jamaican channels and the triple nickel. The Jamaican channels are channel 50 and 51 and 52. It should be almost the same, but I think an amp will work fine on that. But we're going to stay in these areas. We're good. These are the channels we want to stay in, the 30-30s and the 26s and all that. So this is actually almost channel 20 right here, but it's close to 19, but it's looking good. So this is the Sirio antenna. I'm going to back out for a couple minutes, and we'll do the macov5000, the next test result. This is December 1st, 2024 today. The good news is the Sirio antenna is going to be working okay, guys. But the bad news, I actually was checking my macov5000. It's like reading at 2. Then it was actually, then I had to took that whole thing off. When I went outside, took it off the black box thing. Took this killer seal off the stuff. So the bad news, guys, about the cable, I hope it's not damaged. But I had I think it was 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I checked, it had these rat chewings. Then that's what I did. But I brought the cable in earlier today, when it hit drill an accident on one of them. And I'll probably have to replace this sucker either way. This is the cable's been running for almost a year. But I have to replace the whole macov5000. But what happened, this is the one that went on there for a while. I think the cable's still good. This is the one that went outside the house. That ran all the things we did for those months. And I think the cable's gone to shit on every one of them. And what I had to do, and I drilled today, when I was trying to drill the hole to get the serial coax cable in the house, I had to wrap this up. And this cable is pretty useless now. It's a Radio Shack cable. I sealed it with some tape. And this used to have the coax seal. I took it off. The coax seal is pretty easy. It could be reused the coax seal. You can still do. And it's actually, when I took it off today, and I took it off the Alpha Delta, so I sealed up. I just put a plastic bag over the zip-off bag over the Alpha Delta thing outside, and the new coax cable I just put out there like a jumper cable, like a 12-footer. This is the one that I actually ran outside. When I accidentally drilled this and cut it off, it went down a 2 on the SWR, and then I know, because when I was running the Nano VA, then I went to took it outside, and when I disconnected one off the Alpha Delta that runs to the macov5000, it's reading between a 7 and between 4, mostly. And I think the whole entire coax is totally bad, or I hope the antenna is not damaged, because you know one of my ropes were close to the driveway, and that's what I'm saying. When my mother backed it up about 3 weeks ago, it just moved the rope a little bit like this, a little bit on the top of the antenna, just like this. So I had this ran outside through the Alpha Delta, and that run right through there. So I'm going to let you know, guys, this is RJ58s. That's what they are. So I'm telling you guys my update out there. Well, what I got to do is replace the whole entire macov5000 cable. Sorry about that, guys. Got interrupted. So, yeah, I just had to take my hoodie off so I can hear myself now. So, but I'm probably not going to get that radio sim. I wanted to get it, but they're like hard to get the 80-tone quad 6, but now I got to replace the whole entire thing for the macov5000. Let's hope the antenna is not damaged. I don't think it was, because what it did, my mom ran over the rope when she backed it up, the one that goes out to the trash can, and just put it underneath like that in the middle of the bumper, and it pulled the rope like this. It didn't yank it down, it just did like this a little bit like that, and I had to pull it out of that bumper before, and then loosen it back up. It didn't bend it, I don't think it did. It moved like a little bit like that. But before that, I had some rat shootings on the cable down outside. That's what I did. But what happened today when I was drilling for the serial antenna, I'll show you in a second. Now that's the cable I told you about what happened when I did my drill today. When I got the serial antenna back in. This is not the serial antenna, this is part of the macov5000. So you guys can see it. Do you think this could affect it when the SWR happened? It had something like this with rat shootings like this too. I had 2 rat shootings, the one down below, but it couldn't actually be part of the one that affected everything. I think it did. It went up to my SWRs to a 2 on this guy. And when I took it off there, it was going at between 4, between 7, mostly 4 on the SWR. When I took off the Alpha Delta with the normal cable. My whole cable's totally shot right now for the macov5000. I pray to God the antenna is not damaged, because you guys saw the videos for the last few weeks. It doesn't look damaged to you guys, to you. and only my mom ran over the rope when she backed up a little bit, and it just moved it just a little bit like this, and I had to pull the rod out of the ground to get it pulling back up, and I think it's okay. It didn't touch the rings or nothing. The rings have been there for almost a year since I never touched them ever since I had them, because I never touched the rings at all ever since I did the whole thing like I said so. This could be like the cable is all shot, but at least we could resolder these later on. But the cable down there, what it runs to the macov5000, and like two chewing type whole things. I think the rats did it to chew it. That's probably what happened. You remember I had all those rats that I was telling you about with the chickens under there? I hadn't seen rats for a while, and I think the rats chewed at least 2 slices like this and had to duct tape them. And when I fired it up, it was back in October or September it was, and I checked with my Cobra Quad 5, and it was actually SWRs were looking quite good. And that was before, that was back several months ago in September, I think it was. Everything was fine. And until my mom hit that rope on it, I just hope it's not part of the system when it did. Sometimes the SWRs does that shit, and I have to check that because the whole cable's probably shot, because they're RG58s. So I'll probably have to replace the macov5000 with a 2113 RGA, and I need to get some real soon so we get the antennas back on the air. The Sirio is going to be fine because everything's good with the Sirio. You guys saw it. All I have to do is hook up the rotor tomorrow and we'll be ready to go. Maybe soon. But now I got a delay with the Mako now. And I just have to do it with this same board. Like we got to get up on the roof and do like I did with the stones. And that's all I have to do. Sorry about what happened, you guys, but I was checking out. I went out there in 28-degree weather to try to check it. And we'll probably replace, because the cable in the house for the Mako, this is complete fine. There's nothing wrong with this cable for this RG58. You can still run a 213 with the RG58. This cable's alright because it's not been in the outdoors. So this cable's only outdoor, goes out there. And that cable's really quite fine. And we'll run the other cable outside for the macov5000. Goes between the Alpha Delta. We'll just run the 213 on that one. But the Alpha Delta, you can move around different ways with it. It's pretty cool. But we'll be able to get it working soon. So that's what I have to do. Now we have to get a whole new cable for the macov5000, and that's the only problem I got right now. But the Sirio is going to be okay because I checked the SWR. You guys saw that. So I just want to let you know about the update. And if you guys want to send me RG213 for my macov5000, let me know. And we could probably get it done less than about in a week. Because I still got plenty of duct tape and plenty of paint. No problem with this. So I have enough paint to do it. Because I already finished it up today for my Sirio antenna. And all I have to do, I have plenty of paint for the macov5000. So I have enough for it. And plenty of duct tape. Because most of the duct tape will be the 3 ratio things on the one you guys see in the middle. And so all I have to do is disconnect them to take them off and lower the antenna down and make sure I have to do like I did the last time. And it'll take 1 whole day to do it, to put it up there and re-raise it back up again with the 213 cable. And we got to make sure the SWR is pretty good. We don't have to touch the ring. And all I'll do is duct tape that whole thing on the macov5000. It's the only thing I have to connect the coax connector. That's all I have to do. I don't have to touch anything. And that's all we need to replace it. If you guys want to send me some coax seals, let me know. Because I think somebody's got to send me a care package. A 50-foot RG213 I need. I know Wagon Master's got something. Maybe he's got one of those laying around. But I need to get my Mako going real soon. The Sirio is going to be okay. All I have to do now is get the rotor hookup tomorrow here. And we'll be rock and roll soon. But I have to do all that lineup stuff either way. But the SWR is looking very perfect on all channels. It's the Mako I have to get coax now. I got the coax that runs in here, but I just have to have an RG213, these 50-foot. I was going to get some, but I don't know. I wanted to get the Quad 6 for my radio now for Christmas until I came up with this so far. So once I have to get the RG213 from a Mako, I'll be okay. And just run it through down to the Alpha Delta, and that have an RJ258 12-foot 18-foot cable that runs up here already here. I put a new one out there a while ago, and running with this one up here with the same one I had, and all it needs to get it replaced with a 213 coax cable for the whole entire macov5000. At least 50 foot be fine. And usually I'll cut the SWR quite in half. I don't have to touch anything long. I did not touch the rings. As long as they're still in the same position like I did back a year ago, it should be okay. Because I think what happened, I had rats that chewed on the wire. And that's probably what happened during the point. Because I'm sorry about that happened, because it happened a couple months ago with the chickens. So I'm going to let you go tonight. So we'll be hooking this Sirio up tomorrow. Maybe we could talk to you guys when I get some time. But now I'm more worried about my macov5000 if it's not damaged. I don't think it is. You guys saw a lot of videos of it. It was like back 4 weeks ago. It was back in October when my mom backed up one morning because we had to go get something. That's what it was. I had to go get that. You know, the pipe I was doing the drilling when I put the new one in for my Sirio. That's when the day happened, when I got the pipe that day. When I had to drill for almost a whole month. It was in October. It was early October when it happened. When my mom backed it up on the trailer hitch a little bit, where the rope on the mule tape, she didn't back it up that hard. She just moved it a little bit, like the rope was on top here, the one toward the trash can. It just went like that, and I had to tell her, hold there. Then I pulled the rod out, and it flew back up. The rings, it didn't touch anything on the rings. I was worried about this. I just hope it's the coax cable like I told you about, because they had 3 chewings on the holes down below, and I thought it was perfect, but it could have been something got worn. But I hope it's not the macov5000 got bent of the antenna on the top like this caused the SWR like that. I hope it's not like that. But I'm going to replace the whole entire cable. I'll probably have to do that soon. I'm going to put an RG213. That's probably what I need to do. So you guys have a good night. UDX362 East Tennessee. But we got our Sirio antenna going to be working. We'll probably get the rotor hookup during this week, which I got to hook it up tomorrow. And that's the only antenna I'm going to be running on now on with the beam. It's going to take some time to get you guys out there. So it should be doing okay. So I'll catch you guys later. UDX362 East Tennessee, December 1st, 2024. Catch you all later.